What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Amateur Hour Sports. It is time for yet another Raptors game day. And hey, I'm here. We got the Raptors playing against the Memphis Grizzlies in the early evening here, Sunday night, cutting into Sunday football a little bit. I'm actually going to toss the Bills and Chiefs game on my phone right now, but we got a Raptors game. I'm available to do it. I'm excited. We got a watch party for you guys. And it is a good opportunity for the Raptors to go out and find a win today. Memphis are an okay team, one that definitely is one that's winnable for the Raptors. But what is very good about today is no Ja Morant for the Grizzlies. And what's great is that it's not that he's injured; he's suspended. He's suspended for conduct that is detrimental to the team. He had some extremely choice words for the coaching. Well, not extremely choice, but he had some choice words for the coaching staff in a post-game press conference. I would say that is conduct that is detrimental to the team. Pretty bad look for the organization and for him, whatever the reasoning is. Ja Morant's out. That's the big news. Ja Morant not playing today, so a little bit of a boost for the Raptors. So let's go grab a win. It was a nice win on Friday night against the Cleveland Cavaliers. That was great. Cleveland missing a few players, but all we can do is take care of our business, take care of ourselves. That is what the Raptors managed to do in that game. So we take it and we move from there and we move forward. And let's see where we go. Let's see where we go now for this game here today. I'm excited. Chance to get back to 3-4 on the season. Chance to make things look a lot better from a season outlook standpoint. So a lot on the line for the Raptors here early on in the season. Upcoming schedule, I think it actually starts to become quite easier for the Raptors. They're weathering this difficult start to the season. If they can get a win today, I would say they've handled it decently. And then they have a pretty easy pocket of the schedule on the horizon. Yeah. So it's going to be Memphis today, then Milwaukee, Atlanta, Philly. That's it's still a tough run of games to go here. Memphis, Milwaukee, Atlanta, Philly, easy game against Brooklyn and Cleveland. After that, it really kind of leans out. You've got Charlotte. You have Indiana, Charlotte, Philly, which is tough. Then you have Washington, Brooklyn, Cleveland, which is tough. Then you have Indiana, Charlotte again. So it does start to even out and lean out a little bit for the Raptors, but don't want to be in the hole. As I said, you don't want to be digging yourselves out of a hole too much. The Raptors have found it difficult to do that in the last couple of seasons when they've started poorly. So let's have a good start to the game here today. How's everyone doing? Obviously, wake of pretty devastating Blue Jays game yesterday. It's been a pretty rough day. I didn't sleep very well after the game. It's been just, my mind is just constantly consumed by that game. Man, not to rehash what happened and bring up the nightmares for you guys again, but just pretty stunning that the Jays didn't win. I don't need to tell you. Pretty unbelievable, to be honest. Like I cannot believe they didn't win that game. They should have. They had every chance to do it. And in the late stages of the game, everything went against them, and they made crucial mistakes, and it cost them the World Series. Just gut wrenching. I was devastated. I still am. I don't know when I'll ever get over this. Ever, never. It's gonna be a bad week. Twitter's a rough place. Twitter's a minefield right now because so many tweets about it. It's social media is just a minefield, seeing videos about it. Yeah, just tough to find the words to describe the events that took place. It was truly astonishing. Really, really awful to be on the wrong end of like a just outrageous comeback, and on the wrong end of like a historically entertaining series and historic collapse in Game 7. Just devastating. Gonna be a bad week, and gonna be bad rest of my life thinking about it. Brutal. That'll stick with you for a long time. But we move. We got the Raptors. Hopefully the Raptors can give us something to smile about. How's everyone doing in the chat? How you feeling? What's going on? How was your weekend? It's Halloween weekend after all. Missed out on Halloween fun to watch something that wasn't very fun, but it is what it is. I'd do it again. We got in the chat today, shout out first of all to our members. We have Uba joining us, 6-month member. Gregory, 12-month member. Doug B, 2-year member. Thank you so much for the massive support on the channel with the memberships, and thank you so much for coming through, hanging out in the early Sunday evening slot for the Raptors today. Otherwise, in the chat, we have Winner One. Someone's always around. Thank you for joining us once again. Q-Man here for every stream we do, be it these watch-alongs or be it our Raptors Happy Hour every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Same goes for Raptor Champs. Thanks for joining once again. Steve Stevens, Matucci, Kobe4019. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you coming through, hanging out with me today. It'll make it a lot easier. The less I have to dwell in my own thoughts, the better. Yeah. Silence is not enjoyable right now. My head was absolutely spinning. It was tough to sleep. Man, just awful feelings. Awful. Everything about it. Q-Man says, no shed. IQ is going to ruin us this game. So I saw a few comments saying no shed. The report as we lead into the game is that Jamal Shed is going to be playing. He's listed as available. I'm not sure if that just means he's available, like he's listed as available. That doesn't mean he's going to play. I did see he was dealing with an illness, so it is entirely possible that he does not feature. And if he does feature, he's not operating at 100%. So keep that in mind. He is listed as available to play, however, according to Underdog. So we'll see. A few people said it. So I don't know. I've been out watching NFL today. So if there's more to that story than I know, please let me know. But my understanding is he's available to play today. Gregory said, I'm amazed at your ability to live stream today after yesterday. Yeah, I never got close to canceling the stream, but I definitely this is gonna be a rough one to get through. I'm gonna be honest. Just my thoughts dwell on baseball, sadly. So yeah. Anyways, I'm here. Like I said, I never got close. I wouldn't miss a stream that I'm just sitting at home for. Unless my account is hacked, and that happened last year. Matucci said, thought the game was at 6:30. You thought wrong. Steve Stevens says, thoughts on a deal involving IQ for Ja. I'd support it. I'm a fan of Ja Morant. I'd support it. Hopefully, no conduct detrimental to the team with Ja Morant, but I'd be willing to do it. I'm a fan of Ja Morant. Kobe says, wonder how much LA paid to win. I mean, it wasn't the umpires. The officials seemed fine to me in that game. Steve Stevens says, sorry, I read that one already. When I saw Yamamoto come in, it was over. I didn't think so. I mean, he had thrown 90-plus pitches the day before. Just, what an absolute demon to be able to pitch that well. Everything broke the Dodgers' way, and when it didn't, we fucking made mistakes. We had it in our head. If the Jays had just lost in 5, I could have been like, what a run, what a team, loved every step of the way. It's a shame we couldn't get over the line. To have it in the palm of your hand, to have it you're basically squeezing it is a pain I wouldn't wish on anybody, man. God. It's like the best story ever with the saddest ending. It really was. It really was. And Kobe says he'll be back next year. This is the problem. There's a lot of really good teams out there that get to this point and say that. I don't know if the Jays are going to do that, man. Springer put on an outrageous season for his age, but his age is going to start to show. Maybe it will again like it did the season before this. Bo Bichette might walk. Whole question marks about the pitching situation and players out of contracts as well. Like, the Jays are in the AL East. Like, you can't just walk into the playoffs every year. Like, it took so much to get this far. And, like, that part of the pain is just knowing that, like, they're probably not going to be back here next year. So that's a big part of it for me. Doug says, feeling kind of numb after the game. Would have thought being a Toronto sports fan would have prepared me better for this. You think you prepare all your life for heartbreak like that, but then they just find a creative new way to just rip it to shreds. It's sickening. It's really sickening. Yeah, brutal watch part. I was with some friends, and the scene was just, again, the best word is just complete, utter devastation. No one deserves to go out like that. Absolutely no one deserves to go out like that. Someone's got to lose, though. It's like that 8th-inning game. Someone has to lose. But to lose it like that. Like, man. Bases loaded, 1 out. doesn't have a big enough lead. Doesn't jump quickly enough. And misses the World Series winning run by a foot. Less than a foot. And if he should have been at least 2 feet off the base, 2 more feet off the base originally, which he wasn't. So there was a huge base running error. Kirk's bat breaks on the final out, double play. His bat breaks. Who knows? His bat stays intact. Base hit, something. I don't know. Does it get over the infield? Maybe. I don't know. Could have. Ernie Clement to the wall. Pies makes a really nice play. Couple more feet, it's a home run. Couple less feet, it's an easier play. I would have preferred that than the potential collision that would have won them the game. Some base running error. Springer base running error in the first inning. Like, just had our chances and got unlucky. And then when we had opportunities as well, base ringers. Yeah, I don't want to rehash it all. Just disgusting way to lose. Absolutely disgusting way to lose. Notice how Yamamoto pitched compared to the Jays relievers. He gave nothing to hit out of the park. Everything was either low, in, or away. I don't know. Clement took him pretty deep. Vlad took him pretty deep in extras as well. I don't necessarily concur with that. Probably wouldn't have gone with the sliders against Rojas. Probably would have just thrown with Hoffman. I would have just used the heat to blow it past him. His bat speed sucks, so I don't think that was the right way to strategize against him. But he gave up 3 solo home runs. Like, part of it was well deserved by the Dodgers in a way. Crazy. So many unbelievable plays, calls, plot changes, legendary series. Yeah, just sick to be on the other side of it, man. Oh, God. It's a cruel world out there for sports, everyone. It's an absolutely cruel world out there for sports, but thankfully, there is another day. We got Raptors. Hopefully they can make us feel a little bit better, because we need it, and I think we deserve it as well. Anyways, enough on the Jays. Let's talk Raptors. So, Jakob Poeltl remains out for this one. If you haven't seen the news, Jamal Shed, who was likely to be out, it seemed, with an illness, is actually going to play today. He's off the injury report now. For the Memphis Grizzlies, Ja Morant is out. He's suspended 1 game by the Grizzlies for conduct detrimental to the team. Roasted the coaching staff in a post-game press conference. Pretty bad look. Missing a few other key players here and there. Edey, Clark, Pippen, Jerome. So, Raptors at home. Coming off a nice win against the Cavaliers. Coming off of, like, a really good Jamison Battle game. I mean, look, not a lot of players making shots consistently for the Raptors. Jamison Battle made every shot he took against the Cavaliers. So, you know, if he wants to play like that again, he's going to get a lot more minutes for this team. Steve Stevens, they would have put in Varland instead of Dominguez. Well, Varland was already out of the game, so they could not have put him in. Dominguez was probably the right call, to be honest, but just didn't work. Hoffman the same. Hoffman had been really good all playoffs. Didn't work. Bassett had been really good all playoffs, and that was the only run he gave up all playoffs. Crazy, man. Yeah, we talked a little bit earlier about Ja Morant and what a trade could look like there. I mean, I wouldn't see. I wouldn't put it past the Grizzlies to want to trade Ja Morant. Definitely not. I could see it. I mean, he's clearly not getting along with the coaching staff, it would seem. So, if they want to take IQ's contract, you know, I could be okay with that. Garland didn't play. I'm pretty fucking sure he played. Yeah. Let me check. He came in for Scherzer in the 5th inning, did he not? He did. He did. Varland had already played, so you couldn't put him in again. Honest mistake. Quickly, Grady, 2 seconds to do it. Couldn't do it. I don't know if that could do it. How much do they value Ja Morant? I guess that's the thing. How much value is there for Ja Morant? Because he is an extraordinary player when he's like locked in and healthy, but he's oftentimes not locked in, and he's oftentimes not healthy. I mean, he's a superstar when he's locked in. Last season was a bit of a down year. 50 games played. He had 23 points per game. He's been better than that, but 23 points per game doesn't solve the spacing issues for the team, which is a bit of a problem. But his ability to attack and put pressure on the rim would be a really good addition for the Raptors. I think he could work it really well in a 2-man game with Pirtle as well. Bobby has been adamant about moving off of IQ and RJ since last summer. I don't know about IQ. He's definitely adamant about moving off of IQ, off of RJ. But IQ, I've never really seen that desire. If they're adamant about moving off him last offseason, they would have probably not given him 5 years, $175 million. It's like if you want to trade a guy, you don't do that. But I could see it now for sure. It is a big risk with Ja, trading for Ja, no question. But there's definitely higher upside to that, and there's a bit of risk involved keeping IQ as well. Ja hasn't been the best player on his own team for like 2 years now. Yeah, Jaren Jackson has been that guy. So maybe they would be more keen to move off of Ja Morant. I don't know. I'd be willing to do it. I mean, I don't want to overreact to 6 games, but IQ has been very bad this season. Very bad. 6:05, game should be getting started in the next 5 or so minutes. We'll be locked in for this one, and my schedule is clearing up quite a bit, so should be getting more consistent with these watch-alongs. We have 4 games this week. We'll have the Raptors playing tonight, Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday. Don't see any reason why I won't be available for all 4 of those games as of right now. Next week, there'll be Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. I'll be here for the Tuesday, Thursday. I actually won't be here for the Saturday. I have a banquet to go to, so I will not be available for that one. If we get consistent, healthy Ja, we're contenders. I wouldn't go as far as contenders, but we'll be a playoff team. The thing that makes me angry is watching IQ drive. How are you more flat-footed off the bounce than Fred? I mean, the thing that makes me angry is his defensive awareness. I think that's what makes me the most angry sometimes. If he's going to act like he does with the Grizzlies, I don't want him. It is, yeah, you're taking a risk there, but it's a big swing on talent for sure. B-Tau-Hidi. How do you say that? B2-Hidi. Whatever it is. Greetings from Montreal. Thanks for tuning in from Montreal. Shout out Quebec. We love all of our fans across the nation and across the world, and all supporters of amateur sports across the nation, across the world. Thank you for hanging out with me today, guys. Haven't said it yet. If you guys are enjoying the stream so far, you're ready for another Raptors game, please make sure you have hit that like button. Also, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. We're at 18,686 subs. 2 months to go. It'd be really nice to make a push for 19,000 by the end of 2025. That'd be great. I don't think we're going to quite get there. We're quite a long way to go. But, let's give ourselves the best shot of getting to 19K by the end of 2025 and keep this thing rolling, keep the channel growing. Thank you for your support through this transition on the channel. Switching from primarily video-based content to now I'm focused on streaming. That's what the channel's become. So if you have stuck with me, I thank you. And hopefully I can keep giving you good content to enjoy. Hopefully you enjoy it. No Ja Morant today, winner one. He is suspended by the Grizzlies. What about we trade for Trae Young? I'm a very big Trae Young fan, and I think Trae Young is really good fit for this Raptors offense. Obviously, he's bad on defense, but I'll take the poor defense for what he could do to unlock the offense. I'm a very big Trae Young fan, so I'd love to trade for Trae Young. Difficult to do. The Hawks are good, and they're probably gonna want to keep him, but I would love to trade for Trae Young. This is must win for the Raptors. I wouldn't say this is must win. We have a new sub. Delamo has subscribed. Welcome to the Amateur Hour Army. Appreciate that. By subscribing to the channel, you get content in the form of the Raptors Happy Hour for news reports, latest news, all that stuff. Every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 5 p.m. Eastern. Also, you get watch parties for Raptors games and videos, in-stream clips sprinkled throughout the week as well. Throwing on my chain. My chains, plural. Took them off when I got home from watching the Jays yesterday. Rank which team you want to see win a finals first out of the Raps, Jays, or Leafs. So for personal, for like, so from a content perspective, I'll be selfish and say the Raptors because that would do best for the channel. The channel would grow quite a bit if the Raptors were to make a championship run. So I'll say Raptors for the reason of the channel. If I didn't have the channel in mind, let's say there was no amateur sports YouTube channel, the Leafs would be top of my list because I've seen a Raptors championship. The Raptors would probably still be second, to be honest, because I'm just a very big Raptors fan. Jays would be third, not to diminish how significant a Jays championship would be in my mind. I was gonna get a Jays tattoo if they would have won yesterday. I was gonna be in the streets of Toronto celebrating until 3, 4, 5 a.m. in the morning. But it would probably have to be Raptors, Leafs, Jays with the channel in mind. Without the channel in mind, it would have to be Leafs, Raptors, Jays. But the Jays feel pretty far away from doing it. The Leafs feel very far away. It very much feels like the Leafs missed their window, and the Raptors aren't close. And I'm not sure this core is going to get close. So, brutally honest, we'll see. A lot of work needs to be done for this core to be a contender at some point. Definitely. Mr. Reaper 73 says if I don't know if it's just me, but I'd be down to trade Mobo, Shed, or Walter if it means we can improve our center depth. If it means we have to pair one of them to trade either Barrett or Quickly. I'd be comfortable trading Shed, not so much because you really need a backup point guard. Grady, I said it. I said Grady. I'd be comfortable with. Walter and Mobo, I'd be comfortable. Mobo, I'd be 100% comfortable trading him. I wouldn't miss him. Walter, Grady, I'd miss those guys, but I'd be willing to part with them if a trade makes us better. Backup rim protection would be really nice for this team to acquire, for sure. IQ, RJ, Grady, Mobo, Jacoby are not safe. No, Grady is not safe. I said this before the season started, guys. And some of you were caught off guard by that. But I told you, Grady won't be safe this year. Starting 5 for the Grizzlies is Cam Spencer, Jalen Wells, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, Jaren Jackson Jr., and Jock Landale. Boss, we need to, with all due respect, we need to fucking win this fucking game. That lineup, are you crazy? Raptors go with IQ, RJ, Barnes, Ingram, and Colin Murray-Boyles. The player I missed, I regret the Raptors not taking in 2024 31st overall is Adem Bona. I don't miss Filipowski. That's not when I'm looking back. Like, man, I wish we had Filipowski. Adem Bona, definitely. I look back. I said, going into day 2 of the draft, I said, draft Adem Bona. That's the guy I want. And he's looking pretty good for the 76ers. So that would have been a really nice piece for the team, sadly. I mean, Filipowski's definitely better than Mobo. Don't get me wrong. But I'm not going to... I don't miss that pick too much. The defense is just something I didn't want to have to deal with. Anyways, guys, we are underway in Toronto. 7th game of the season. Raptors looking to get to 3-4 on the season. Let's do it. And turnover by the Grizzlies to start the game. I will get the clock synced up and get the scoreboard up on screen in just a moment. And away we go. Game clock above my head will be in sync with where I am watching. So you're able to sync up with myself. Murray-Boyles for 3. Doesn't go there. He's been shooting the ball pretty well, surprisingly, this season. So hopefully we can keep that going here today. Barrett. Rebounds off to Landale, miss. Goes to Quickly for 3. Drills it. Manuel Quickly gets us started. Knocks down the 3. We are underway, ladies and gentlemen. 3-0 Raptors. And good to get Quickly going out the gates. That's what we want. Get him feeling good. If hypothetically Devin Booker was available in the market, could Toronto target him with our assets? Yeah, the Raptors have all their picks and big contracts. So they can really make a play at anyone right now. As much as, like, I'm not a huge believer in the long-term, what long-term this core to do, the Raptors have all their assets to make something happen, to go in a lot of different directions. KCP past the screen, going to Jaren Jackson off the pick and roll, and he's fouled. As he finishes, he will head to the free throw line. Chance to add on an extra point here. Yeah, it's a foul by Barnes for sure. Good finish by Jackson. Jaren Jackson is really good. If you didn't know. Jaren Jackson makes the free throw, ties the game up at 3. IQ initiating the set here. Up top to Murray-Boyles. Now RJ comes off the screen. Looking for a switch to Landale. Goes in the corner. Barnes. Wide open 3 is good. Couple threes to start the game for the Raptors. Scotty Barnes adding on to IQ's 3 earlier in the game. 6-3 Raptors. Spencer for 3. Good shooter. Misses. Barnes on the rebound. Outlets to Barrett. Moving quickly. Handoff to Barnes. Defended by Wells. Kick out to Barrett. Open for 3. This one doesn't go. Quickly hauls down the offensive rebound. Gives RJ another chance from the corner. But he steps out of bounds. It's a turnover by the Raptors. Missed a 3 he took anyway, so it's okay. But a little sloppy. But good offensive rebound by Quickly. Pretty tragic that the Grizzlies are wearing their Vancouver jerseys and we're not wearing purple today. That's pretty tragic schedule. Pretty tragic jersey scheduling. I know we don't have a purple jersey this year, but Just feels wrong that they are wearing the Vancouver Grizzlies colors and we are not in our purple. Anyways. Ingram, sidestep, long 2 over Jaren Jackson and draws the foul. He's going to head to the free throw line to tack on a couple of points. Mr. 2019 jerseys. I don't really miss those. I didn't think they were that great. I'll actually check for this being a flagrant on a reckless closeout. Not a great shot by Ingram. Definitely not. That's probably flagrant, by the way. You got to be more careful. You can't step under him like that. Injury risk. That's probably going to be a flagrant. Yeah, flagrant. There we go. All right. 2 free throws and the ball. Correct call there. Raptors mini opportunity early on. Just a player safety mechanism, I suppose, with the rules there. Ingram's first free throw is good. Second one coming up, plus possession for the Raptors. Hit that like button if you're enjoying earlier on, ladies and gentlemen. Subscribe if you are new. Help drive us up the YouTube algorithm nice and early. Get us cooking here. 2.5 minutes into the game. Still early days. Raptors up 8-5 against the Memphis Grizzlies. Starters still on the floor as Barnes looks to inbound. Murray Boyles has it. Nice feed to Barrett under the rim. Easy slam. Grizzlies. I don't know if it was Spencer got caught on the screen, whatever it was, but nice play design. Raptors get an easy 2 off the inbound play. 4-point possession. Jaren Jackson to KCP. Working on Barrett, stepping past him, missing the layup. Bailing out for some not so great defense there. Colin Murray Boyles open for 3. Little hesitation. Eventually pulls, doesn't go. Jaren Jackson does well to fight the rebound away from Barnes. In transition, it's Spencer. Raptors recover. Spencer hounded, doubled, but he's fouled by Quickly. You gotta be more disciplined there. You're doubling him. He's picked up his dribble. Why be so aggressive as to foul him? He's in a bad spot. Chance to pick off the pass, or he makes a bad pass. You can't get too greedy and get a foul call against you in that spot. It's annoying. All right. Cedric Coward and Santi Aldama in the game for the Grizzlies. Cedric Coward's a great to start the season for the Grizzlies. As is Aldama, to be honest. Aldama in the corner. Knocks down a 3 right away. Here he is. Who is the Memphis point guard? Cam Spencer. Was he... I think his brother was Gonzaga. I'm not sure if Cam Spencer was also Gonzaga. He played for Rutgers and UConn. I think the other one's Pat Spencer. I think Pat Spencer... Oh, no, Pat Spencer's also UConn. Sorry, not Gonzaga. Yeah, UConn. Both played for UConn. 10-8. Aldama to Spencer. Now the corner to Wells. Coming off a really good rookie season last year. Passed underneath the rim, deflected away by Murray Boyles. Good defense, good disruption there. Coward inbounds, deflected again away by Murray Boyles. Another good piece of defense. Let's keep it rolling. Spencer. And it's a turnover by Memphis. Illegal screen called against Landale. So Raptors force a turnover there. Ball back, 7:44 to go in the first quarter. And it's 10-8. Quickly. Hands off to Ingram. Now Murray Boyles. Kick out to Barrett. Got to look for three. Doesn't go this time for the Raptors. Wells outlets to Landale. Coward runs the floor. Gets the ball. Easy layup there. Ties the game up at 10. And then Barrett. What the hell was that pass? Way too long for Barnes. Hit the backboard. Other way, Landale layup. Fuck me, guys. What the hell was that? Couple easy fast break points for the Memphis. Barrett, just a ridiculous pass. And here we are. Down 12-10. Early days. Let's fix it up. We have more Raptors basketball coming up just a sec. I'm going to quickly run to the bathroom. And when I come back, we got more Raptors basketball. Drop a like while I'm gone. Thank you for your patience. I have returned. Did you like while I was gone? Just gotta plug in my phone so I can continue to watch football, or just at least have an eye on the games. All right. RJ had some really bad decision making at times. Yeah, you don't say. That is the RJ Barrett experience. So it seems like, I'm listening to the the Ja Morant interview. It seems like the coaches reamed him out after the last game. So Ja Morant, since 22-23, has played in 126 games and has missed 127 due to about 40% suspension, 60% injury. Anyways, Jamal Shed in the game for the Raptors, as is Grady Dick. They're in with Ingram, Barrett, and Murray Boyles. And an early foul there by the Raptors, so a turnover. At least we don't have players like Ja Morant and Zion. Yeah, it could be worse, I guess. We don't have players who perform conduct detrimental to the team. Zion does not care. The weight loss has not done anything for him. As RJ gets a steal, we get it back. Attacking Coward, and Spencer does well to recover, but he fouls Barrett in the process, so RJ will head to the line. Yeah, at least we have players who... We have no players who don't want to be here, right? And that's not always been the case, like, for the Raptors. So it's nice to be in an era here where people want to be here. Barrett at the line. Free throw is good. Why is Ja Morant suspended? Because he didn't act in a proper manner for an interview in the locker room after their last game. Aldama inbounds the Coward after Barrett goes 2-2 from the line. Barrett doesn't usually go 2-2 from the line, so that's great. Another good deflection there by the Raptors, making life difficult for the Grizzlies on the perimeter. Jaren Jackson backing down Murray Boyles. Layup over top. Murray Boyles with him the whole way. Helps force the miss. Murray Boyles is a really good defender. I know we're hurting on backup centers, and we could have drafted one, and I know we could have drafted this, that, or whoever. Murray Boyles has looked like a great pick thus far, as Abaji tosses it out of bounds for another turnover by the Raptors. Here's Small. He's on a two-way deal. In the corner to... Was that Green? No, Williams. Vince Williams. Good player when he's healthy. And Grady steps in. Knocks down a two. Good stuff from Grady. In the 2020s, I counted World Series appeared by the Jays, unlike an equivalent league championship series by Toronto FC, Leafs, Raptors, 95, all the other teams. What is this? Oh, it's unlike anything we've seen in the 2020s. Yes, I agree. Murray Boyles in transition, lays it in. Easy layup. Murray Boyles look good. This is the point I want to hone down. It has so far looked like a good pick. Very early on in his career, but we've found a guy who's clearly quite solid defensively for the NBA level. He seems to be developing his skills offensively, and that's kind of what you bet on. You bet on your development team to get his offense and feel for the game to the NBA level, and he comes in with the defense that you could already work with. Aldama for three again, doesn't go. Good rebound by Barnes. Outlets to Shed. Not wasting any time getting up the floor. Gives it back to Barnes. He's open for three straight away and knocks it down. Scotty Barnes has been knocking the threes down this season. Very, very good signs out the gate for Scotty. Unlocks so much to his game and everyone else's game when Barnes is firing from deep. Yeah, I agree with Jimbo in chat saying his decision-making is promising for rookie. Yeah, for sure. Murray Boyles looks the part, playing within the team, getting starter minutes when Jakob Poeltl doesn't play, so everything's going well for him so far. So, James Battle, 6 of 6 on Friday against the Cavaliers. I wonder how much game time he will get today. Grady Dick has come in early, so he's not going to eat into Grady's minutes. Does Jamison Battle take the Jacoby Walter minutes today? Because we're already dipping into the bench even more. We got Sandro Mamukelashvili coming in the game. Abaji is already in the game as well. So we've seen 4 bench players already. You know I love these lineups. As Abaji misses the corner three. You know I love these lineups. 4 bench players with Scotty Barnes. My favorite. Up 19-14 as Adama misses the three. Barnes has it. I wonder if we'll see another bench player. If that bench player will be Jamison Battle. I feel like he deserves another game. Barnes, early shot clock three. Don't love that, especially contested, but doesn't go. Raptors get second chance on the possession, and Jamal Shed knocks down his open three, and the Raptors lead by 8, 22-14. Good work by Mamu in the hustle categories, Raptors 4 of 10 from 3 in this one. Aldama has it. Going at Shed, size advantage for him. Aldama's like a sneaky 7-footer. He's fouled by Shed as he's going up. He's going to head to the line. Grady is a bust. I wouldn't call Grady Dick a bust. Absolutely not. Like that he's clearly an NBA player. It's the defense that just hasn't gotten better. How's Toronto C doing? We're in the dark ages of TFC for sure. (22-16) after Aldama makes the free throws. Quickly is back in the game, so only a brief 4+1 lineup appearance. Mamu attacking, falling over and turning it over. Wraps up 6. Aldama in the corner to Coward. He can shoot. Doesn't go there. Jaren Jackson gets the rebound. Tips it to Aldama. Can't finish. Vince Williams tips in the third chance. And it's a 4-point game. Abaji, other way. Cycles outside. Goes to Barnes. Defended by Williams. Spins. Backs him down. Showing the strength. Getting his own miss. And finishing off the glass. Really good aggression there from Barnes. That's what we want to see more of. In conjunction with the solid 3-point shooting. Aldama, tough shot. Doesn't go. And his rebound is tipped away. It is a Raptors ball at the baseline. Aldama adamant that it is Memphis ball. And they're going to challenge this one. So early challenge from Memphis. See if it comes good. Wow, Bills are cooking, man. 28-13 for the Bills. Plenty of work to do, but solid start from the Raptors. Defense is looking better. Offense is pretty nice, I'd say, as of now. Let's keep this going. We've got 30 people here, 17 likes. That's pretty good. Thank you, guys. How long? 2:56 to go in the first. Feels like the game's moving pretty slow. Could be that I'm just really tired because I didn't sleep well last night for obvious reasons. Who knows? If Gray doesn't hit threes, doesn't give you much else. Yeah, that's kind of the problem, isn't it, for him? He's gotta be making his shots, or else he can't be on the floor for sure. I think Darko needs to go. It depends. I mean, I don't like Darko. I'd be fine replacing him, but like I wouldn't fire him this early into a season. If it was up to me, he wouldn't be the head coach coming into the season. He wouldn't have been the head coach going into last season, but I believe this. Yeah, this is the last. If the reports are correct, the reporting is correct. This is the last year of his contract. I don't believe he got, or did he get an extension? I'm kind of forgetting now. I remember. I think now that I think about it, I think he got extended after his first year. To the end of this year. Oh no, I'm wrong. Actually, he's contracted through next season as well. My understanding is that extension was picked up after his first season. So this challenge unsuccessful. On-court ruling stands as a Raptors ball. Memphis wasted challenge there. Aldama was adamant that it was off of the Raptors. He was wrong. Do we have a replay here? That was off. I mean, I don't know about you guys. That looked pretty clear and conclusive that it was off a Raptors player last. I don't really understand how that wasn't overturned. But here we are. Quickly bringing it over half court. He's on with Barnes, Mamukelashvili, Grady, and Abaji. Barnes has his pass deflected. 2:44 to go in the first. Raptors side out. Barnes to Quickly. Now Grady. Barnes baseline jumper. Had some space. It doesn't go, though. Don't mind like a catch and shoot there. Had some space. Shot clock was moving. All good to me there, I think. Aldama to Jaren Jackson. Now KCP. Off the screen. Switches on to Barnes. Good defense. Kick out to Spencer. And Abaji fouls him on the closeout. Steps through and fouls him. So it is free throws for Memphis. We're in the bonus here. Yeah, I'm really tired. Oof. Spencer at the line makes the first free throw. He's a good free throw shooter, I think. Steve Stevens says, I'm sorry Darko is being told which players to play the most. I don't think he has full control. Abaji dunks it. Nice play there. Transition off the makes. Actually, the second one was missed. I am, with respect, I completely, absolutely 100% disagree. I think Darko is the head coach and controls everything about minutes, lineups, everything. Don't think he's being forced to do something he doesn't want to do as coach. That would just be weird. Barnes tried to find Abaji cutting, but on different pages there. And it's unforced turnover by the Raptors. So, yeah, it was a missed free throw, outlet by Barnes. Good feed, good finish. Oche is good. I agree. I'm a fan of Abaji. It's a shame he might have to get traded for luxury tax purposes. Landale to Caldwell Pope. Now Wells finds space for three, or does he? Barnes with the block on the perimeter. Raptors have it. Quickly transition three. Back rim it away. Mamu can't tip it in either. And Memphis come down with this one. On the other side of the floor, Spencer to Caldwell Pope. Back to Spencer. Open for three. Good movement by the two. Doesn't go, but nobody boxing out Landale, who gets an easy finish there. That's not good enough, man. That's not good enough. Right under the rim on his own. What's the point of even playing defense? Like, if he misses, he's just going to get easy too. Quickly, trying to find some room. Wells not providing it. 4 on the shot clock. Nice move to get some space for a tough shot, but Quickly cannot finish. 5-point game. Landale to Wells. In the paint. Going up with Barnes. Barnes, honestly, solid defense, but Wells finishes through the contact, and it's now a 3-point game. Shot clock, game clock separated about 10.5 seconds. Raptors in possession with Grady Dick. Now to Quickly. Kicked out to Abaji. For three, doesn't go. Three ball has not been falling for Abaji this season. Nowhere near like it was last season. Six seconds, 3-point game. Spencer, nice pass in the corner to Wells. Gets it up, doesn't go. And that will end off the first quarter. Raptors lead this one 26-23. Decent first quarter for the Raptors. They'll take it. Some stuff to improve on, but overall, again, they will take it. They will take it so far. Let's look at the box score from the first quarter. We actually got a new sub there, which I will shout out when I pull up the name of our newest subscriber. Thank you so much for subscribing. Welcome to the Amateur Army to Diego. Appreciate that. You have Raptors streams every Monday, Wednesday, Friday for news, 5 p.m. Eastern, and watch alongs for Raptors games. Okay, first quarter of action. Let's head to the box score, which appears to have been updated by ESPN to now include a player's percentage from 3 as well. We make it smart, but it doesn't fit. It doesn't fit, ESPN. We do this. I guess that works. All right. Anyways, for the Grizzlies, we got Jaren Jackson on 5 points and Santo Dom on 5. Those two are leading the way for the Grizzlies. For the Raptors, we've got Scotty Barnes on 8 points. He's knocked down a couple of threes. They have changed the layout of this as well, so I don't know where stats are anymore. They've changed the layout. Wow. Scotty Barnes is a cool 2 of 3 from 3. And he's had some looks as well on the inside. He's only managed to get 1 to go, but 8 points, 6 rebounds. I think he's playing well so far in this game. Murray Bowles look good. Pretty good on both ends of the floor, even though he's only got the 2 points. Quickly made a quick impact with an early 3, but he has no other points since that moment. RJ Barrett on 4 points for the Raptors. Not a ton to gather from the box score based off 1 quarter of action. We do know that this has not been a very high-quality offensive display, though. 41% shooting from the field for the Raptors, 35% for the Grizzlies, hence how we have this somewhat low-scoring game. Raptors will be upset having turned the ball over 6 times. It's 3 more than the Grizzlies have. They will have to look to amend that as we move through the rest of the game. And on the offensive glass, 1 extra possession generated there for the Raptors. So limited turnovers. Offense, I think, keep finding good looks, and we just need some of these shots to fall. But I think the process has been solid for the Raptors here today. No shot attempts for Ingram is pretty crazy, though. You're right. A lot of mouths to feed, but got to get Brandon Ingram a little bit more involved. And I think they're trying to here. Ingram with it, working on Wells. And Landale with a steal. So another turnover by the Raptors right after I said to not turn the ball over. They turn it over. Here is Caldwell Pope. Grady Dick, the defender, staying with him well. Good defense, Grady. It's 7 turnovers now for the Raptors, by the way, according to Sportsnet. KCP for 3 doesn't go. 3 Raptors trying to get the rebound. Ingram, the one who wrestles it away, feeds quickly. Grady Dick for 3, and it looks like draws foul. No, it's an offensive foul. Charging it quickly. Okay. Grady was really feeling that 3. Not really sure why Grady just yanked it like that. He was in a really tight space, so there was plenty of time on the shot clock. Spencer to KCP. Spencer up top again. Pump fake drive. Kicks out to Wells in the corner. Can't get it to fall. Ingram rebound. Nice pass to Barrett. In transition. Lovely move. And take RJ Barrett. Tacking on another 2. It's 28-23 Raptors. Oh, no scoreboard. Caldwell Pope other way. Off a make. Gotta be running back there. Ingram. Nice feed to Barnes. At the rim. Gotta finish that, Scotty. Gets his own miss. This time makes good with it. And he's up to 10 points. Offensive rebound for the Raptors once again. Would prefer he finished on the first attempt, though. Spencer open for 3. Missed a rotation somewhere. Misses again. Memphis, I think a desolate 1 of 13 from 3 so far. Barrett, nice feed to Barnes under the rim. Misses again in tight, but gets his own miss again. Barrett in the corner for 3. Knocks it down. Raptors lead 33-25. Barnes is missing some in tight, but at least he's getting his own misses, and we turn it into 3 points with that Barrett corner 3. Good stuff by the Raptors to start this quarter well and take on this advantage. Scotty Barnes is a little Angel Reese ball here. A little bit. Positive start there. Let's keep this energy going, keep this momentum going into the half, please. Yeah, a little bit surprised that Battle was 7 of 7 last game, 6 of 6 from 3, and is still struggling to get into this one. Like, what does a guy have to do to get minutes again? Bit surprising to me. Seems like a great way to get the offense or the 3-ball going for the Raptors. But hey, the people that have been in it been doing okay. So we see it here. I know there's a lot of fight for minutes. It just feels like a guy who goes 6 for 6 from 3 should get game time the next game. You know, that's all. Put him in for Grady. Yeah, I thought he would get the Grady Dick minutes a little bit, but there's no Jacoby minutes even without Battle having played yet. So usually they do go with 5 bench players, but today they're going with 4 so far. I'd be a little bit stunned if a Battle didn't get in at some point, but it would seem he has got to do a lot with the minutes he is provided. It's quite a lot you can do with the combined salaries of Grady and IQ. Just how much do people want to trade for that? That's like what? That's like 40 million salary. Oof. Back from commercial, 10 minutes to go in the quarter. Coward bringing the ball up for the Grizzlies. Off to Jaren Jackson, defended by Murray Boyles. So Walter is in the game now, by the way. So Jacoby Walter is still getting his minutes here. It is James Battle seemingly out of rotation here after his 20-point performance. A little bit shocking to me, but Walter is in, trying to make good on his minutes. Open for 3 here. Nice move. And it spills away. And Memphis have it. Aldama in the corner. Weak side corner to Jaren Jackson. 3 is good. And a quick 5-0 run out of the timeout for Memphis. Has it at a 3-point game. Quickly to Ingram. Hand off to Walter. Back up top to Quickly. Feeds it to Walter. Now downloading Murray Boyles. Not a lot of space for the Raps to maneuver. They're going to rely on Barrett to figure something out. Drawing the foul as he gets into the paint. Great job by RJ trying to get something from nothing. Really, I mean, there was nothing for the Raptors to do there, and Barrett comes up with a really nice play to give them a chance at some points to the line. Now, he's got to make them, and he makes the first. Second one from RJ is no good, but tipped in by Murray Boyles. We get the points anyways.
Yep.
Love that. And Murray Boyles doing some work in the hustle categories again. Small to Jaren Jackson. Defended by Murray Boyles. Moving around the perimeter, Memphis. Aldama to the rim. Floats it up and floats it in. They cannot be shooting the ball very well from 3, Memphis. And if they start hitting shots, Raptors will be in a little bit more trouble. Ingram, just inside the elbow for 2, doesn't go. I'm not sure Ingram has scored yet tonight. Haven't really gotten him involved too much here. Aldama to Jackson. Back to Aldama. Got to look for 3. He's side of the rim and away. So it is a Raptors basketball at the baseline. Memphis is, let's see. Yeah, 2 of 15 from 3 for Memphis. So really ugly start from them for the perimeter. Ingram trying to get himself going. To the rim. Lays it in. And one, Brandon Ingram. Yep. Let's get him involved. Let's get him in the game. Memphis trying to talk it over a little bit here. Dancing Baby Bin says, RJ looks really good as a shooting guard. He suffered from defending the 3 position historically. I mean, he struggled defending the 2 position as well, or any position for that matter. But on offense, there's been some solid stuff this season once again. Ingram's and one opportunity comes good. 3-point play the old-fashioned way. Raptors lead 39-32. Vince Williams for the Grizzlies here. Spins off Ingram, and he's called for travel. Brandon Ingram doing the work defensively to force a turnover. Shed on the floor with Murray, Boyles, Barrett, Ingram, and Walter. Still no Jameson battle tonight after his 6 of 6 performance from 3, 7 of 7 in total against the Cavs. Barrett out to Murray, Boyles, open for 3. This one's too strong. He's been knocking him down so far the NBA season, not tonight. But he's brought some other good stuff, particularly on defense, defending Jaren Jackson. Aldama, past Barrett, a little bit too easy on the blow by there. Aldama's playing well for the Grizzlies here. 5-point game. Shed, now Ingram. Trying to go to work. Ingram for 3, doesn't go. Early shot clock. No one ever really loves those. Aldama can't quite keep the pass, but saves it. Gets it to Williams, who finds Coward. Tough layup is good, and it's a 3-point game. Here the Raptors now trying to move the other way with some pace. Memphis recover. Jamal Shed. Moving past Small. Kick out to Murray, Boyles. Thought about the 3 this time. Goes to the rim instead. Tough take, but gets it past some contact. Great stuff. Murray, Boyles. Murray, Boyles, he's a player, man. Coward to Williams in the corner to Jackson. Over top of Murray, Boyles for 3. Does not go. Murray, Boyles attacking and finishing through contact again. What a sequence by Murray, Boyles. His ability to just get buckets through contact. I mean, that was a big draw out of college. Showing it here. And Jackson finds his space underneath the rim. A little bit of a mistake there. Timeout called by the Raptors, which I don't really support because they've had momentum there. I don't think that timeout was the right play, but it is what it is. They have called the challenge. So checking up on some NFL scores around the league. Put Barnes back in. Murray Ball's looking good, man. Let's not dwell on what you could have had in that draft. Let's focus on what we did get. And what we did get was similarly a pretty talented player. Checking on the Jags here. Looks like they're going to tie. Oh. Looks like they're probably going to tie the game here. Send the Raiders game to OT. Quickly been playing unhinged lately. Am I wrong? Unhinged. Wouldn't use unhinged as the word. Definitely point of emphasis from him has been to get some early threes up, which I think is okay. You got to get those kind of shots up. He gets some open looks from it. He's a good 3-point shooter. I don't mind those. I think those are necessary for the team. So if the fixation is on like early shot clock threes running down the floor, I think those are fine. Whereas Battle, I'm not sure what Battle's got to do to get minutes tonight because he literally did not miss on Friday. He took 6 threes and took 7 shots in total. I would have thought that he would be in rotation today, but evidently not. It's not like Quick is taking shots he can't make. They're just not falling. Well, yeah, he's cleaned up like the bad floaters and stuff more recently. So, yeah, I agree. He's not taking shots he can't make for the most part. Fuck, when I'm trying to watch basketball, it'll remind me about the fucking Blue Jays. These fucking Blue Jays off my screen, man. Alrighty. Back at it here. Shed to Jamison Battle, who's in the game for the first time. Here he is, ladies and gentlemen. Jamison Battle in the game after 18 minutes. Ingram lobs up to Murray Boyles.
Mama,
throwing it down. What a sequence for the rookie and for BI. Showed a little bit of chemistry early on in their careers. We love to see that. Landale to Caldwell Pope. That's a backcourt violation. Yes, it is. Is it fair to say if CMB was on a team like Washington or looking to be Rookie of the Year candidate? I don't think so. Because Cooper Flagg exists and Dylan Harper exists, and they're very good. Depends on how loosely you want to use the term candidate. Don't think he would be winning it over those guys. But he's looking really good for us. Ingram, can he get field goal to drop here? No. Can't get that one to fall. I think Ingram's only on 3 points tonight. He had the and one earlier on in this quarter. Vince Williams to Caldwell Pope. Jameson Battle, the defender, and Battle's adjudged to have fouled him. Yeah, VJ Edgecombe was looking amazing as well. Dancing Baby Bin said, we're probably looking to develop Elijah Martin as a point guard because of his size. I disagree. He is not a point guard. I can't see that being a development path for him. He is not a point guard. As much as his size suggests he could do it, no. I don't really see that working in the NBA. He doesn't have the strength for that. Walter for 3, long 3. Doesn't go here. Coward, full court pass to Landale, and the Raptors fail to get back in transition again, and it's a couple of easy points for Memphis. Shed to Mamu. Handoff to Ingram. Defended by Caldwell Pope. Can Ingram find some room? Landale, the defender. Ingram slithering his way through a couple Memphis players, and what a finish by Ingram, making something from it, and it's 47-40. What a play by Ingram. That's what you trade for. KCP rises up in mid-range. Off the mark, rebound, Ingram. Ingram spinning again to the rim and with the finish. Soft touch by Ingram. I think that's up to 7 points on the night. It's 9 points, excuse me, for Ingram after the layup there. So Ingram getting into it now. Trails Barrett, Barnes, and Murray Boyles, who have 10 each, but Ingram sat on 9. And we got a chance to get all 5 stars into double digits tonight, other than Quickly, who hit a 3 on his first shot of the game and has no points since. You should be trying to do play-by-play call for Fan 590 one day. That'd be pretty fun. Not sure how I could get that job, but I would. I mean, commentary I think is the dream job. I have experience doing basketball commentary on a broadcast. I went to school. At school, we had I was commentator for half of the home basketball games. There was like there's 2 teams. I was on one of the commentary teams, and the games are on local cable. So I was on TV locally. That was fun. I love doing it. That's the dream job. The notorious BI3. That's a good nickname. It really is a good nickname. Spencer on it. After another Memphis timeout. 49-40 for the Raptors as there's 3:15 to go in the second. Coward. Puts it up off the glass. Doesn't go. Landale on the rebound. And he's tied up, is he? Yes, tied up with Walter. They call it jump ball. Herman Chan. I'm not going to complain about being in the lead in a basketball game. I'm not going to find something to be upset about. We're winning. That is good. Landale to Caldwell Pope. Off an inbound set. Caldwell Pope off the glass. Tough shot. Ingram stayed with him. And a whistle goes elsewhere. Getting hungry. I didn't eat dinner yet. That should be a late dinner for me. 7 o'clock. If I eat dinner right now, it would be a late dinner, but here we are. Just had pizza. I had a lot of pizza on Friday, so I'm pizzaed out. I got a few quarter chicken. There was quarter chickens on sale at the grocery store, so I bought 12. So there's lunch for the next week in a bit. Landale for 3. It's a 6-point game. Got some quarter chickens. I got some buffalo wing sauce to throw on it after. It's gonna be a good dinner. Ingram off the rim and away, but he's fouled. He's gonna head to the line. Brigham, quiet first quarter. I think it was a scoreless first quarter, but big second quarter. Chance to add on to it, get himself into double digits for points. First free throw for BI, 2:34 to go in the quarter. And it is no good. Let's get the second one. Man, I'm so fucking dehydrated today. Second free throw is good for Ingram, 50-43. I've crushed 2 bottles of water since I sat down here. Jackson to Caldwell Pope. RJ the defender. Caldwell Pope spins off him. Gets it to Jackson. Layup, no good, but foul called. First free throw for Triple J is off the rim and out. Second one coming up. 2:17, left in the half. in what's been a solid display by the Raptors. They've done okay, mostly in the lead because the Grizzlies aren't shooting well, but they've done some good work today as well. Not going to give them all the credit, but I'm going to give them some of the credit. I'm going to give them a good chunk of the credit. They are 3 of 18 from 3, although we are 5 of 17, so not much better. But we are up by 6. We've hit 2 more threes. Do the math. Colin Murray-Boyles here. Dishes off to RJ. Starters on the floor, minus Ingram plus Abaji. Barnes, corner 3, doesn't fall. Wells has a rebound, gets it out to Spencer. Getting a lot of touches today. Ja Morant, of course, suspended for this one. And quite a few players out injured for the Grizzlies. Spencer. 7 on the shot clock. Picks up his dribble. Finally gets it off to Wells. Wells, 3. No good. Rebound, Barrett. Too quickly. Now Barnes has some room. What a feed to Murray-Boyles, but he can't get the shot up. Slows it down. Cycles it out to Barnes. Reset. It's a great pass by Barnes. A shame I couldn't get 2. Murray-Boyles to Barrett. Shot clock winding down. It's at 6. Barrett over top of Aldama. Doesn't go. Murray-Boyles tips the rebound back to Barrett. Behind the back. Murray-Boyles misses the dunk. Oh, my goodness. They want basket interference. They're not going to get it. I couldn't tell from where I can see. There is an offensive foul called. And I'm not sure if this is reviewable. But, yeah, Aldama's under the rim. I'm not sure it hit him, though. But it's still basket interference. Yeah, he blocked through the... Yeah, that's absolutely basket interference. And they missed that, and I guess there's nothing we can do about it now. Murray-Boyles jersey would kind of go hard, wouldn't it? I need a Cam Scattaboo jersey. That's the one I need. Quickly in the corner to Barnes for 3. Hot start from 3, slowing down here. Murray-Boyles, what a rebound, saving the possession. And a foul called against the Grizzly will send Barnes to the line. I think the Raptors in the bonus here. What hustle from Murray-Boyles. Oh, sorry, it's not bonus, so it's a side out of bounds. Man, Murray-Boyles. How about this guy? Jamal Shead checking in for the Raptors. 27.5 seconds ago. They got an inbound play here. 14 on the shot clock. Quickly checks out. Curious. Guess they want Shead to inbound. He gets it to Barrett. Under the rim. Lays it up and 1. Past Jalen Wells. That's why they're bringing Jamal Shead, I suppose. Barrett going to the line with the Raptors up 8. Chance to make it 9. And Barrett connects 53-44 at the Scotiabank Arena. Can they take this into the half? Shot clock, game clock separated by about half a second. Memphis can get up the last shot if they play it that way. 8 on the game. Sorry, 8 on the shot. 5 on the shot clock now. Corner. Landale's going to get it off over Murray-Boyles and drills the 3. Murray-Boyles, not much more he could have done to contest that. Jamal Shead will heave one at the buzzer. It will not go. But hey, positives to be taken. The Raptors lead by 6. And half of this game still remains. So if you guys are enjoying, please make sure you smash that like button. We've got 50 people watching right now, 23 likes. Let's keep it going, trying to get to 50 by the end of the stream. I'm going to quickly run off to fill up both my water bottles because I'm dehydrated today. You can note, it won't take a detective to figure out why. And I am going to quickly run to the bathroom as well. When I come back, we are going to go through the box score from the first half. We are going to talk about what happened, and we're going to have the second half of play. Don't go anywhere. Great time to hit the like button. Ignore that while I'm gone. All right. Sorry for the delay. I made the adult decision to get my chicken out of the fridge so it could be room temp by the time the stream was done, so I could cook it right away when the stream was done. And in the process, it was a 4-pack, so I had to put all of them in a container and back in the fridge afterwards because I didn't want to keep them in the bag it came in, whatever. So anyways, sorry, I'm back. Let's dig into what we saw from the first half of play in what was a, call it, moderately impressive first half from the Raptors. It was solid on both ends of the floor, solid enough to take a 6-point lead. Individually speaking, Brandon Ingram had a really nice second quarter there. I think all 10 of his points have come in the second quarter of this game. He's on 10 points. RJ Barrett leading the way with 13 points. He is shooting 4-7 from the field and 1 of 3 from 3. Brandon Ingram's 3 of 6 from the field. Gone to the line 4-5 from the line overall, 80%. That is a solid number for him. Barnes has been pretty aggressive. He's taken 5 threes, but he also has taken 12 shots today. So he's been pretty aggressive. He's missed a few shots here and there on the inside, but when he has, he's done a great job of getting his own misses, pulling the old Angel Reese card, and he's got 3 offensive rebounds as a result. And 8 rebounds in total. But he's got 10 points. I think he's playing aggressive. He's playing well there. I don't mind his style of play tonight. And let's hope to keep it going. Colin Murray-Boyle is, I think, the standout for the Raptors performance-wise so far. He's been excellent on the inside. He's 5 of 9 from the field. Only misses really coming from threes. He's 1 miss on a 2. 0 of 3 from 3. But his demeanor has been great. He's making a lot of the right decisions on offense. Playing well within his role. High IQ decision-making. Defensively, he's stuck really well with Jaren Jackson, who I don't feel like he doesn't have a ton of points here. He's done okay. He's on 13, but I feel like he's done pretty well in a difficult Jaren Jackson Jr. matchup. Manuel quickly, once again, really making it difficult for the Raptors. He's got 3 points. He made his first shot of the game. Has nothing since. Starting point guard for the Raptors has 0 assists at halftime. Like, he's got to be better, man. He's just got to be better for us. Raptors going pretty deep off the bench. 6 players coming off the bench in the first half. Curious decision to really limit Jamison Battle's play time, considering he was 7 of 7 last game, 6 of 6 from 3. He's coming tonight. He didn't get to take a shot. He cardio stat line other than the foul that he committed. Minutes have been going more so to Grady Dick with 9 minutes and Jacoby Walter, who has 7 minutes. Just, again, a curious decision from Dark Rajakovic there. On the Memphis side of things, Jaren Jackson's got 13. Hasn't felt like he's been super in command of this game, though, from my perspective. Lando's on 12. He's playing pretty well in this vaulted up role. KCP not doing much. Cam Spencer really like getting the ball a lot, not really doing anything with it. He's 0 of 4 from 3, 0 of 4 from the field. Aldama's coming in, done okay, 3 of 8. But a lot of this stems from Memphis just haven't been hitting shots. They're 4 of 19 from 3. Granted, the Raptors are 5 of 19 and only made 2 more shots than them. So it's been like somewhat ugly from an efficiency standpoint, but it's been enough for the Raptors. They've committed 2 extra turnovers, but they've gotten extra possessions off of offensive rebounds. 5 more possessions over there. If one team can really start to get some shots to fall, then it will open this game up in their favor, because the game is there for the tanking. It'd be a sour one to lose this for sure. Shall we check some scores around the NBA? Let's see. Earlier today, OKC, 31-point victory over the Pelicans. Jesus. Philly currently up by 20 at half, or 18 at the half against Brooklyn. Atlanta up by 2 at the half against Cleveland. Charlotte up. Oh my God. Charlotte up by, how many is that? 23 at the half against Utah. Wow. Early in the first, Chicago and New York tied at 13. We got the Spurs and Suns later. We've got the Heat, Lakers later. And we'll see how this one ends up for the Raptors. Looks like Buffalo may be able to get over the line against the Chiefs. Do they have the ball? Buffalo up 7 with the ball, about a minute to go. Jacksonville up 7 against the Raiders in overtime with a minute to go. And could we see a tie game situation in the NFL of the Raiders? I mean, the Raiders have to score a touchdown. The Raiders aren't too good, so I don't know. All right. Loads of game to go. Hopefully, we're back in the game when we come back from this commercial break on the Sportsnet broadcast. Oh, man. It is a Monday tomorrow. Monday is going to suck. I am doing a show, which I do on the Circles Off YouTube channel with work, at Circles Off HQ, if you want to check out some of the content I host at work. And the Blue Jays will come up, and it will be very unfortunate to have to discuss them on the stream. And my Mondays are always very busy. My Tuesdays are always very busy. So tough 2 days to grind through when I'm feeling like shit from the baseball. Don't know about y'all. Hopefully, the Raptors win this one and give us something to be happy about. How are the Leafs doing in the NHL? The Atlantic Division kind of sucks, so that kind of helps them out. Yeah, Jays 6th in the division, but 1 point out of third, to be fair. 6-5-1, though, is not great at all. But the defending champion Panthers are 6-5-1 as well, so I don't know. Biggest things to step up for the second half. I mean, Emmanuel Quickly's just got to be better. We need better from Emmanuel Quickly. And, I mean, if Emmanuel Quickly plays better, I think Raptors win this game. Because it's been pretty good from all the other starters. Maybe a few bench points chipped in here and there. I'd like to see more Jamison Battle. So the game is there for the taking. Not a lot has to happen for the Raptors. They could stay like this, and they would probably win from here. So we're all good. Let's get a temperature check. How's everyone feeling in the chat? I am fucking hungry. Good grief. I gotta eat something after this. Quarter chicken, buffalo sauce, smoothie, I think. Any update for Jakob Poeltl back? Not that I've seen, no. Not here today, but I'm not sure when he will return. Doing okay with them today, but still like just missing that presence under the rim on defense. That's where I miss him the most. Four Raptors starters in double digits. As we saw, it's just quickly on the mere 3 points, which need addressing. How long until there needs to be a discussion about like Jamal Shed not starting? I don't think we're there yet, but like closing some of these games when clearly his playmaking would be more valuable. Quickly has no assists in the first half here. So the Raiders, as we're back for the second half, the Raiders in the NFL just scored a touchdown with 16 seconds left in overtime. Jaguars. So they're now down by 1 point. Point after field goal, extra point attempt pending. Do they go for 2 here? Do you win the game here? I think you do. I think you go for 2 and win the game right now. Just had a good set to get into the end zone. Go for 2, win the game right now. Let's see if they do it. Pete Carroll, he's a little ancient. He may not be aggressive. Is he going to be aggressive here? Ingram getting the end one for the Raptors. Getting us cooking. 57-47 Raps now. And I think they are going to go for it. So the entire game on the line in the Raiders and Jaguars game. The Jags are 4-3. So this is big. Raiders, this is big. It can make them 3-5. Let's see. Oh, we got a visitor. Ingram completes the end one, 58-47. What are you doing, Juno? Juno's been having some back problems lately. Had to go to the vet, but she's doing better now. Are you doing better, buddy? Are you doing better? Is your medicine helping you? Is your medicine helping you? That commercial. Are they showing this? I want to see this 2-point conversion. $58-47 Wells to Jaren Jackson. Barnes the defender. Now Wells in the corner. Ingram defending. Back to Jackson. Not a lot of penetration here for the Grizzlies. Wells at the free throw line. Steps past Ingram. Tough shot. Doesn't go. Great defense by Ingram. Raps moving the other way. I have my eyes on this 2-point convert, though, for the Raiders. Geno Smith sets back and throws it right at a Jaguar player's head. What a waste. 3-ball dropped for Scotty Barnes. He's got 3 threes tonight. 14-point game. I'm going to close the door. Turn off football, and we can lock in on basketball. Nice hustle there by Quickly, and Barrett try and tie up Jackson there. But Quickly diving for the ball, showing a little heart. Out rebounding them by 9. Part of that is they're missing more shots than we are. Spencer blocked by Barnes under the rim. Deflected out of bounds for a Grizzlies ball, but Barnes with a big stop. Love that help defense. Love Barnes as a help defender. He's so good. So good in those spots. Spencer inbounds to KCP. Long 2 at the shot clock buzzer. Off the mark. Shot clock violation. Another turnover forced by Toronto. This is the good version of Barnes tonight. Ingram in the corner to Barrett for 3. Air ball. Rebound Murray Boyles. More hustle stats. Ingram for 3. Doesn't go. Jackson with the rebound and bringing it up the court. Wells. Kick out to Caldwell Pope. Raptors miss a rotation somewhere. He's wide open. I don't even know how that happened. Nothing really happened in this set to necessitate leaving him open. And RJ Barrett, other side, using the body to get some space and finishes off the glass. Jackson, nearly stripped, keeps it, puts it off the glass, and it's goaltending from Murray Boyles. 11-point game. Crush that. 8:49 in the third. Up 11. Barnes, another three. This one doesn't fall. I think he's 3 of 7 from 3 tonight. All good looks as Caldwell Pope rises up in transition to knock one down for Memphis. Quickly, finding some room. Kick out to Murray Boyles. He's going to pull the three. Doesn't go. Oh, on the rebound, R.J. Barrett. Humongous put-back slam. And the Raptors lead by 10. What a play, R.J. Barrett. Jackson, corner three off the mark. Rebound tipped out for Memphis again. 11 offensive rebounds for the Raptors to 5 from Memphis. They had one there. Spencer in the corner. 4 on the shot clock. Wells blocked by Barnes. Shot clock violation. Show me that replay one time. Show me that replay one time. How high does he get up? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Landale caught napping on the glass. RJ makes him pay. Whew. Fire up the crowd. The crowd's a little tame for that. Come on. Get the homegrown man throwing some shit down. All right. Barrett looking to keep it going. Defended by Spencer. Spins to the left. Can't get the finish. Murray Boyles, another big rebound. Barnes for 3 off the mark. Barnes gets the rebound. Tips it to Ingram. Ingram finding space for 2 off the glass and in. 12-point game. Crowd's exhausted. That's fair. You know what? That's fair. So am I. Landale to Caldwell Pope. Flips the pass out. Nearly backcourt violation, but Landale saves it. Raptors up 18-7 in second chance points tonight. It has been the key to success here in this one. And what has been not a high-polished offensive display from either team. Getting those extra possessions is the way to go tonight. Barnes checks out after a really good sequence there, a really good section of the game for him. Aldama's in the game for the Grizzlies. KCP, tough 3 over Grady Dick. Air ball. Raptors moving in transition with Ingram. Weak side to Quickly. Above the break, open 3. Got it. There we go. Finally getting himself back involved. Raptors lead 70-55 in a big game that could bring it back to 3-4 on the season and just quiet down the alarms a little bit and maybe even shut them off. But still, plenty of work to do to get this game won. We are not anywhere close to home free. 18 and a half minutes ago, Raptors up 15. We're playing well. Vibes are good. Let's do it. Let me see. Points now. Barrett, 17. Ingram, 17. Barnes, 13. Murray Boyles, 10. Quickly now. Up to 6. 2 or 3 from 3. Keep it going. Keep it going. Keep it going with the bench on. Let's get Jameson. Let's get some more Jameson battle in. What do you say? Defense picked up a little bit, I feel like, in this second half. A little bit more locked in. Yeah, Grizzlies are shooting 38% from the field tonight. 25% from 3. Raptors now 47% from the field. 27% from 3. So not great from 3, but from the field, it's decent. It's decent enough when you're getting a lot of rebounds. A lot of your own rebounds. What's next for the Raptors schedule? I forget already. Bucks, Hawks? I think. Yeah, Bucks on Tuesday, then 2 days off for NBA Cup on Friday. You know, NBA Cup, we had a win in our first NBA Cup game. We've never, I don't think we've ever even, I'm pretty sure we've never won our opening NBA Cup game. I know it's only 2 years, I think it's been in existence, but we've never even threatened to advance in the NBA Cup, which I don't know how much the NBA Cup will matter in some years' time, but it's like a fun. I think it's fun. I think it's a fun little way to make some regular season games a little bit more meaningful. And for teams like the Raptors, like we could really use something fun like that. So I don't mind it. Let's hopefully make a run there. Do I think the Raps can make the playoffs? Of course they can make the playoffs. I'll stick to my word. I said I think they're slightly above 50-50 to make it. Back from the timeout, Raps up 15. Turnover by Small. Quickly to Murray Boyles. Can't get the shot up. Kicks out to Grady Dick, who misses the three. Vince Williams can't handle the rebound. He kicks it out of bounds. It'll be a Raptors ball on the side. So more extra possessions. Murray Boyles got the steal there. Man, I'd be irate. After a timeout, you draw up a play, get your team going, you turn it over on the first pass. 7-0 run by the Raptors. Can they extend it? Ingram, pass the screen. Murray Boyles has a runway, gets to the rim, but misses in tight. Aldama off the glass, doesn't go. Rebound, Williams, and he finishes. I actually have not taken the door shot. I will do it next commercial break. Thank you for the reminder. I forgot last game, actually. I had to do it in the Friday stream. I did. Darko still be head coach by playoff time. If the Raptors are in the playoffs, then yes, absolutely. If they're not in the playoffs, then maybe not. Last door shot attempt was a very poor one. First two were good attempts that I thought were going to go. The last one was not a good attempt. So hopefully a good attempt today. Give it a shot to go. Third time in 7 games, Quickly has made multiple threes this season. It's not a good stat, is it? First free throw, rattles around and drops. 3 out of 7 games, he has multiple threes. You should have multiple threes every single night, man. Jeez. God, that's not a good stat. That's not a good stat, is it? First 2 free throws are good there on the 3-point foul. IQ and Scotty got some nice, what are they wearing? I haven't clocked the shoes. Third free throw is also good. Quickly's up to 9 points. There we go. That's more like it. That's more like it. Vince Williams moving over half court for the Grizzlies, looking to get back in this. 16-point game, largest lead for Toronto. 5:36 to go in the third. Grady nearly generating a steal and nearly generates another one, and then they still can't get it. Jaren Jackson for 3. Off the mark quickly with the rebound. And his pass is turned over. Poor pass from Quickly. Jaren Jackson has some space. Kicks it out. And Coward can't finish 3. Aldama, extra possession to Williams. Underneath to Coward, and he lays it off the glass and in. Sloppy from the Raptors. Timeout called Raptors. And he wants to address the errors there and fix it, which gives us our opportunity here to take the door shot. 0-3 on the season. 4th attempt, 4th watch long of the year. Let's get it going. As a reminder, I have not made a door shot on this net yet in an official attempt. Is today the day? More arc. Needs more arc. More arc. One more try. One more practice. That time, I mean, that's a good shot. Does fit. Well, we wait another day. Not a bad attempt. A little strong. A little too direct. More arc, but 0-4. I will get one this season. I will get one. Surely, right? I have to get one. You know, I'm moving soon, so this is the last month actually on this setup. So I wonder what the door shot will look like when I move. The net may be further away when I move, to be honest. So who knows what's going to happen. Where are you moving to? Just same neighborhood, but long story short, my apartment I'm currently living in, the building management increased our rent by 10%. So we are moving because we're not paying that. And rent is down all over the city right now, and ours went up 10%, and it was already kind of expensive. So sad, but unfortunately, I have to move. Hopefully, my new setup don't have a closet in the background. That'd be swell. But now that the content is more stream focused, no videos, I can maybe do a little bit more with shelving behind me. So I don't know. I'm excited to see what changes can be made. But yeah, it just sucks I have to move. I really like it here, but such is life. Shed in the corner to Grady Dickas are back from the commercial and timeout. Grady steps into a 2 and nails it. A ballroom. Ballroom. What do you mean ballroom? That's crazy. Toronto, right? I mean, the UK prices are expensive as well. Yeah, UK is bad. Toronto, honestly, rent is down in Toronto. It is still expensive, but rent has gone down. It is truly a good time to be getting a new place to rent. It's just really confusing that rent is down in the city, and they spiked my rent by 10% and then listed it for cheaper for somebody else to rent it instead of me, like as if we aren't good tenants. The rent, it's listed right now for like 5% raise rent, and then we got 10% increase. It's just crazy. I do not have a car, unfortunately. Cannot afford really. It's not really necessary to have a car in the city. If I could afford it, I would have one though. Ingram to Shed for 3. No good. Jackson has it to Coward. Underneath and thrown down. Maxence Prosper. Anyways, Ingram knocks one down. 77-63 Raptors. And Prosper fouled there. He's going to head to the line. Good stuff. Ingram. When was the last time Grady actually hit a 3? Yeah, I guess he doesn't have one tonight, does he? No, he's 0 of 2 times. I don't know, actually. It's a good question. Surely recently. Can't be too far away since he did. 77-65. Shed over half court to Barnes. Barnes just like he's feeling something, but marching on, soldiering on. Ingram called for offensive foul or travel or something. Something's bothering Barnes. We'll monitor this. We don't have our we still have a uniform to be revealed, I think, this season, don't we? Wonder what they will do this year. As Spencer drills a long three. I think that's his first bucket of the night. Shed. 9-point game. Raptors led by as many as 16 earlier. They led 73-57, if I'm not mistaken. So it's a 11-4 run. Barnes, turnaround 2. Tough shot. Don't need that. Don't need that shot. No thanks. Spencer. Trying to keep it going here. Shed takes a tumble, and Aldama with the extra space hits a 3, and Darko calls another timeout as the Grizzlies shade the deficit down to 6. No foul called as Jaren Jackson kind of barged into Shed, and it leaves him open on the perimeter. Makes us pay. All right, well, plenty of work to do. 6-point game. It was never going to be easy. Trials pretty much led throughout, if I'm not mistaken. All right. Let's settle down. Let's have a good let's settle down. Let's get some buckets, get some stops. Take control of this game again. All right. Back from commercial. Back from the timeout. 3 timeouts each remaining. Barrett sends one out to Shed. Top of the key. 8 on the shot clock. Comes off a screen. Tough floater, but manages to push through and find a much-needed basket for Toronto. 79-71. If you guys are enjoying the stream so far, make sure you've hit the like button. Could be a good finish in the fourth quarter, so let's get as many people in here as possible. Hit that like button. Drives up the YouTube algorithm. If you're new, as Prosper misses the 3. If you're new, I'm live every Monday, Wednesday, Friday for Raptors news. And as Abaji lays it in, I'm live for Raptors games on the form of watch-alongs. Get subscribed to the channel now to keep up to date with everything we have coming your way. Thanks for all the likes and subs we've already gotten tonight. But I'm greedy. Let's keep it going. KCP to Spencer. Inside for Aldama. Barnes with the steal. Out in transition. Jamal Shed to Grady. To Barrett underneath, and he draws the foul against Jackson. RJ Barrett to head to the line. How many fouls is that on Jackson, actually? Jaren Jackson is on 5 fouls now, so that is big. Something to think. If you see Jaren Jackson under the rim on defense, attack. Draw him into that 6. Do I like RJ's hair? I'm fine with it, I guess. I don't know. First free throw for Barrett is good. Lead is into double digits, beyond double digits. We're at Well, not beyond, but you know what I mean. We're at 11 now. 1:10 to go in the third. In and out on the second free throw. Raptors offensive rebound, though. Done a great job of that all game. Continuing it here. RJ to the rim this time. Gets past Aldama. Turns what could have been 1 point into 2. Raptors lead 84-71. Great response out of the timeout. And Memphis now calling a timeout with just 1 minute to go in the third quarter. Grady doing some good work on the glass, lands in the hands of Barnes, and good play there. Barnes with a great assist. Barrett with a nice finish. Raptors lead 84-71. 7-0 run in quick time. That has RJ Barrett up to 20 points, leading the way for the Raptors. Brandon Ingram's on 19, though. We got Barnes on 13 with 12 points, 5 assists. Murray Boyles, 10 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. Even Quickly's got 6.25. He's on 9 points. Let's do it. Let's win this game. Come on. 13 minutes to go. Again, another friendly reminder. We're at 56 viewers here. Let's get the likes up. Try to get to 50. Especially for a Raps potential win. Try to get to 50 here. We can do it. If everyone hit the like button once, we'd be at 50. We'd do it. Any bets? None on this game, but a lot of bets in other games today. Yeah, nothing for the Raps. Aldama to Landale. Now KCP rises up. Mid-range doesn't go. Rebound Grady. Good job in the glass and to keep it in play. Shed. Inside. Loses the handle of it. Oh, it was deflected by a Grizzlies player. I think it was Spencer, so it's out of bounds for a Raptors ball at the baseline. 35.5 seconds to go. They have 15 on the shot clock. Shed to inbound. Up top to Barnes. Handoff to RJ. Now to Grady. Open for 3. This does not go for Grady. Shot clock and game clock are separated by 3.5 seconds for Memphis here. Spencer finds a look for 3. He's off the mark. Rebound Barrett. Shot clock is off. The Raptors elect to slow this one down. RJ to Shed. Shed calling for a play. 9 seconds. Got to get into it. 7 seconds. Got to get into it. 5 seconds. Finally, the screen comes. Here we go. Kick out to Barrett, but it's off his shin in the hands of Spencer, who can't get off the full court shot in time. So we will take this 84-71 lead into the fourth quarter. All right. Quick break from me. I'll be back in a minute. When I do, let's see if the Raps can close this game out in the fourth quarter. Be right back, guys. Alrighty. Can we get over the line? We're going to find out. 13-point lead into the fourth quarter for the Raptors. They've earned this advantage. They've been the better team. Now, 12 minutes to finish the job. They have won all 3 quarters. They've won them by 1, 3, and 7. That's not right. 1, 3. Then they'd be up by 11. Maybe I looked at it wrong. Anyways, they're up by 13. 3, yeah. Maybe it's 3-3-7. I don't know. 3-3-7, maybe. Barrett, anyways, off the glass, misses. Memphis swiftly taking it to the other side. Raptors recover well here, and Barrett is attested to a fouled Landale. It's all right. Took away some easy 2 there. The foul's on the floor. It'll be side out for the Grizzlies. Landale has a decision to make about his hair because it is, leave the game before the game leaves you, as one might put it. Coward off the glass and in. First bucket of the quarter goes to Memphis. 11 minutes to go. They are down by 11. Loads of time for them to come back. Raptors need to do the business. No battle in the second half yet. As RJ Barrett lines up a 3, it doesn't go, and Landale gets the rebound. Spencer taking it to the other side. Caldwell Pope now to Spencer. Now Coward. Landale down low. RJ doubles. Briefly loses handle. Gets it back, though, and hooks it over top of Abaji. Quickly. Can he get something more going? Nice pass in the corner to Grady Dick for 3. And it's his first 3 of the night. What a feed by Emmanuel Quickly. That might be his first assist to Emmanuel, which is not good for your point guard in the fourth quarter. That is indeed his first assist, but it was a great assist, at least. Other side, KCP off the glass, but he's fouled. The game's moving somewhat quickly, it seems like. We've got a good pace to this game. It felt a little long in the first quarter. Look at that. Grady's chair. He knows he's got to start making shots. He's happy to get one going there. I hate that we are competing with skeleton teams. I mean, we're up by 12. We are up by 12. I know we haven't been, great here, but we're winning. We're winning. Let's worry about winning. First assist quickly. Man, oh man, that's not a good stat. All right. KCP gets his free throws to fall, so we're at a 10-point game. Quickly, playing with some pace here. He's got the kick out to Grady. Not kick out. He's fast back out to Grady. Now Ingram. Nice feed to Barrett. Oh, RJ throws it down right on top of Landale's head. Oh, my goodness. RJ Barrett with some ferocious slams tonight. And hey, let's not forget Brandon Ingram with a huge pass there. And Mamu Kellershvili with the block. Other way, Grady Dick. He's fouled. He's heading to the line. What a sequence by the Raptors. Really nice feed from Ingram. RJ throws it down with authority right on top of Jock Landale's head. And then other way, Mama with the block. Other side, Ingram. Other side, Grady drawing the foul. Raptors leading by 12, a chance to make it 14 at the stripe. RJ. Doesn't look like he's getting up that high, but he just comes down so hard with it. God damn. All right, first free throw for Grady Dick is good. 90-77 is the score. Yeah, he's a big guy. He doesn't need to get up that high, but he's able to come down so well with it. Okay, misses the second, but Raptors lead by 13. Coward. Oh, sorry, this is Vince Williams. Double comes, and stripped by Murray Boyles. And tough pass to Grady is turned over. Just got a little too greedy in transition, but did well to get the steal there. RJ is very inconsistent. You're going to get games like this where he's sensational and games where, yeah, he doesn't look like a starter. You're right, Phoenix. It's the RJ Barrett paradox, I guess, or the enigma, rather, I think is the better term. The enigma of RJ Barrett. RJ, nice pass to Murray Boyles. Go up. Nope. Raptors swing it around to Quickly for three, and it rims away. Coward. Underneath. Prosper finishes. Back to single digits. 8.5 minutes, 9-point game. Quickly to Barrett. Now Murray Boyles going up strong and finishing himself this time. Colin Murray Boyles with the layup and potential to add on one at the stripe. Yes. Yes. Could have done that in the last play. This time he's saying, no, I'll do it myself. I'll do it myself. Nice feed from Barrett. 2 out of the pick and roll. Good to see that as well. Gary says, I think RJ ultimately the paradox. I think ultimately the paradox makes RJ mediocre, sadly. He's probably a little better. He's better than mediocre, but oh, ignore that. It is quite the enigma. Jimbo Jenkins essentially saying you would swear RJ Barrett's an all-star based on tonight. You would. A lot of nights he looks like an all-star. Then a lot of nights you look like you can't really use him. So there's more bad than good. That's for sure. But the good doesn't always make up for the bad. Quickly, past the screen, gets to Murray Boyles, fighting his way down low, and he called for a travel. It was one of those weird ones where he tried to lean in with his body, and if the guy kind of backs away, you're expecting to have that kind of wall to lean on. And if you don't have that wall, all of a sudden you fall over, you're unbalanced. That's what happens there to Murray Boyles. 12-point game. Vince Williams for three. Got it to go. Quickly. To Ingram. Now Murray Boyles. Thought about the three. Instead goes to the rim. And he's moving. Wait. Gets his miss. And fucking throws it down. Whoo. Call it Murray Boyles. That's big. Man. Murray Boyles can move weight. Like, he is moving Jaren Jackson Jr. This guy is strong as shit. 3 there for Wells. And we're in single digits again, this time 8. But a couple times, Murray Boyles wants to get to the rim. There's not much even Jaren Jackson, the former DPOY, can do to stop him. He's dense. He is very dense. Yeah, he's pushing some weight. Yeah, right there. Gets his own miss. Give me that. 8-point game, though. Still loads and loads and loads of work to do. Low center of gravity for he's playing as a big for the Raptors. Murray Boyles is good, man. I was worried about some adaptation needed to get ready, get NBA caliber, but man, he's good. He's there. Yeah, I didn't expect this level of impact out the gate for CMB, but he's doing it. He's starting already. Very good, man. Yeah, he's the type of player they did need for sure. Very good defender, obviously. Showing that out the gate, and his finishing is great. His threes have looked better as well than I expected to start the season. It really, it's looking good. It's looking good, but only early, but it is looking good. Reminds me of OG starting 2018 a little bit, a little bit. Let's not get too far ahead of ourselves, but there are some similarities there. Trying to see some sentiments on Twitter, and then I see Blue Jay stuff, of course. Awesome. So Murray Boyle's up to 15 points. He's got 7 rebounds and 4 assists. He's 7 of 14 from the field. Man, it's looking pretty good for the 9th overall pick. He may not be the rim protector we needed, but he's a good player. 14 points in the paint. All right, out from the commercial break. Still a game to play. Up by 8 with 7 to go. Nowhere near home free. Ingram trying to shake off Prosper. Gets a look fadeaway. Oh, God. Brandon Ingram. Yes, sir. Oh, that level of talent. We've been starved of it in Toronto. Ability to get a shot up like that. Go to work. Wells looking to get it back. Aldama outside. Good contest. Mamu steps inside. Mamu good contest again or not because a foul is called. Santi Aldama will head to the line and get it back to 8 points. Definitely KD light. Definitely a KD light for Ingram. Show off the stickers, the amateur stickers. Get yourself some stickers. $3 for 1, $6 for 3. Am I taking Siakam or BI? Siakam is better, but Brandon Ingram's still good. And he's a good dude, yeah. Aldama misses, but they come away with the offensive rebound as the Raps have done tonight. Jaren Jackson lays it in. And it's a 7-point game. They're slowly getting back here. Uh-oh. 7-point game. First sweat I've had to endure with you guys this season. Jamal Shed for 3. It's good and 1. Big time shot from Jamal Shed. 100 to 90. And a chance to make it a 4-point play at the line. Woo. Jamal Shed. Nice screen from Barnes. Nice pass from Ingram. Ingram's got to have a few assists tonight. Yeah, Ingram's up to 4 assists. Mamu checking out. RJ checking in. Final 6 minutes. So it looks like starters. No, Walter's in as well. So it's Shed, Walter, Ingram, Barrett, Barnes. That is the 5. So it's a pretty small lineup here. Perplexingly small. Okay, they have Barnes on Jaren Jackson. I don't know who's going to defend Aldama. Is it going to be Ingram or something? I guess he's more perimeter-centric, but still. Gregory says, as Jaren Jackson gets the and 1. They keep on finding the scores to keep them in it. Gregory says he sees Shed as having a Kyle Lowry type trajectory. I wouldn't go that far, but if he can stay, even if he can stay as like a quality backup, I'm happy. To get to like Kyle Lowry level or Fred VanVleet level, he does a lot of the little things right like they did. He's a very good defender. The 3-point shot's got to be more consistent, and scoring's got to be more consistent because doesn't do enough. Doesn't put enough pressure on the opposition defense. Those are the next steps. I mean, a reliable 3-point shot makes him very good. Ingram in mid-range. This one doesn't fall. 8-point game, and Jaren Jackson taking it forward for the Grizzlies. Feel like they've managed to be every minute that goes by, they're in that many points away. Started at 12, then 11, then they kept getting closer and closer. Vince Williams here makes it 6, with granted 5 minutes to go, but they're within 2 possessions now. I mean, Fred and Kyle had much better shooting out the gates. No doubt about that. Kyle was like inconsistent, but he had it. Barrett for 3. Huge to knock it down there. Get the lead back up to 9 with 4:28 to go. And now we're at the point where their deficit is double the amount of minutes left, which changes immediately with a Vince Williams 3 to respond. So it's still 6. They're still there. Too open there for Vince Williams, to be honest. Ingram turns it over. Could get even messier for Toronto. And good defense to deflect it away. What would have been an easy 2 for Aldama. 4 minutes to go, and this is the closest it's been in quite a while. Closest it's been since it was 77-71. And I can't remember any time it was closer than that. I guess it would have been like maybe the first quarter, maybe second quarter. I'm just not remembering. Maybe at half, actually. No, actually, I don't think it got to 5. Anyways, whatever it is, got to play some defense here. Aldama under the rim. And blocked by Ingram. Coward is blocked by Brandon Ingram, showing his stuff on both ends of the floor tonight. Huge block to keep the 6-point lead. Barnes under the rim, lays it in, and the lead is stretched to 8. Major moments down the stretch of this one. Other way, quickly. Does he get the steal? They call a foul. 5 on Quickly. Man, what a block by Ingram, rising up under the rim. What timing. And great job by Barnes to attack Jackson there. Jaren Jackson on 5 fouls. Can't afford to pick up a 6, obviously. So Barnes gets the easy layup with the left hand. Coward at the line for Memphis. They're in the bonus, so they can make this lead 6 again. Makes both, so 106-100. Memphis not going anywhere. Can Toronto keep them at bay? Starters on the floor for the Raptors. Barnes in the corner to Barrett. Can we get another big moment? RJ fights his way to the rim. What a take! Fights past Williams, gets his separation. 27 for RJ Barrett. Jackson defended by Barnes, and he loses it. Quickly with it to Barnes. We can slow it down or speed it up. Barnes off the glass and in. It's a 10-point game. 3 minutes to go. Memphis need a timeout. The Raptors can see the finish line. Can they get there? RJ Barrett, one of his best performances in a Raptors uniform here. Let's finish it off. Finish it off. A lot of great for Ingram's look great. Barnes look great. Murray Boyles look great. Barrett's look great. Quickly, honestly, has looked okay in the second half. Starters doing the business. Murray Boyles is fucking good, man. That is a big takeaway. We've had a rough weekend in Toronto. It'd be nice to close it out with a win for one of the teams. The Leafs play tonight. They do not. They're done tormenting us for a day. Got to do it tomorrow. Murray Boyle's progression, even through this season, should be really interesting. I'm excited for that. It's exciting. There's been a lot of complaints about the CMB pick in the last couple of weeks, seeing the lack of bigs on our team, but the Raptors took the best available, and he's looking like he may have been the best available at 9, the way he's playing. So we'll keep moving with him. .301, 10-point game. Do the job. Give us and fun of the weekend. Let me go make my dinner in peace. NFL actually should be starting. We should have a primetime game. Seahawks and Commanders. Yeah, Seahawks Commanders tonight. All right. 301. Memphis ball. 10-point game. Get a stop here. Get a stop here. No funny business. No clutch time. End it now. End it now. Aldama for 3. He's got to look. And it's an air ball. Just didn't get enough on it. Here we go. Barnes other side. Jaren Jackson, the defender. Go at him. He's on 5 fouls. Barnes takes it to him. Spins with the left. And gets the shooter's roll. Raptors by 12. Excellent work from Barnes, seeing the matchup going at him. Jarrett Jackson can't defend you now. Aldama doesn't go. Raptors can slow it right down now. Take this game under the 2-minute mark. Quickly. Taking his time. Pass the screen. Outside to Barrett for 3 to ice it. Ooh. Not quite. Not quite. Caldwell Pope to Coward. Now Aldama layup is good. So 10-point game again. 1:46 to go. Barnes over half court. Going to slow it down again. Take his time. Probably not a foul situation for Memphis, but they are aggressively hunting the turnover. Not getting it here. Ingram under the rim. Fadeaway 2 is good. Ingram's got that all day in his bag. Back to a 12-point game. 1:32 to go, and Memphis heads are down. They look dejected. Looks like they're about to give up. Jackson, pump fake. Now to Coward. Barnes the defender. Vince Williams. Down low to KCP. Going past Ingram. And he's fouled. So he's going to head to the line with 1:13 to go. Chance to put this back to 10 points. I will be live about 10 minutes after the game as well. I'll be doing some post-game recap for tonight. I'll throw it up on the channel tomorrow as one of the clips. Five blocks shot. Wow. Huge performance from like every starter except Quickly, who wasn't great but wasn't awful tonight. What kind of was in the first half, but better second half. Skybird has 2 assists off a triple-double. He has 4 steals off a 5x5. You never know. You never know. Barnes to Barrett. We're down to a minute remaining. 1 minute on the clock. Barnes to Barrett to Murray Boyles to Ingram for three. Yes, sir. Brandon Ingram ices this one. Raptors by 13 with 53 seconds to go. Crowd's a little tame for a Raptors night, unfortunately, but perhaps the Toronto fan base as a whole is exhausted. Aldama for three. In and out. Rebound Barrett. And that should be it. 35 seconds. Barnes under the rim is fouled by Wells, so it'll be on the floor. Great ball movement. Ingram just ice cold, knocking it down. Okay. Jaren Jackson Jr. checking out. Little bit of garbage time minutes for someone. Oh, for Prosper, actually. So not quite throwing a towel. Oh, that wasn't his 6. Anyways, they took him out. Murray Boyles to Barrett for 30. Oh, in and out. Rebound off of a Grizzlies player. Fresh 14 for the Raptors. Keeping the foot on the gas, Toronto. I thought they'd maybe dribble this one out, but shot clock, game clock separated by 7, or the shot clock off. Then to say that's possession for the Grizzlies, they may call that possession. They will. Shot clock is off. They'll inbound to Murray Boyles, and they will dribble this one out. Yes, they will. That wraps it up. What a game. What a win. Toronto, we needed it, not just for basketball purposes. It was important for the Raptors, but I think important for the city of Toronto as well. They come away with a 117-104 victory. Get them to 3-4 on the season. Enjoyable one, especially in the second half. Let's break down everything that we saw today in a little bit of a post-game recap. It was tough. Absolutely a tough weekend for Toronto sports fans. But the Raptors, in the midst of the absolute chaos, carnage, devastation that went on, the Raptors come away with 2 wins against the Cavaliers and now the Memphis Grizzlies. And it was a solid performance in the first half. Solid, not spectacular. Solid enough to take on granted, depleted Memphis Grizzlies team. Ja Morant missed a game out with suspension. Suspended by the Grizzlies for conduct detrimental to the team, essentially blaming the coaching staff after their previous game in which they lost. And they are dealing with some injuries. But the Raptors, hey, we can only play what's in front of us. We've had a rough go of things to start the season, so good to put on a good performance, and a very, very good performance at that in the second half. Raptors only missing Jakob Poeltl for this one. Jamal Shed battled through illness to play pretty well off the bench, but it was the starters doing the bulk of the damage for the Raptors tonight. Really, really loved what I saw out of RJ Barrett. Fantastic game, looked spectacular. The type of RJ you want all the time, but you know you can't get it all the time. 27 points for him, 6 rebounds, 6 assists, really diming on some of these plays, hustling on both ends of the floor, but just his tenacious aggression to get to the rim is something that we haven't that we want to see. That we want to see levels like this more often. Brandon Ingram, scoreless first quarter, came alive after that. 26 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, and some really nice passes mixed in there as well. You got the complete game, absolute complete game from Barnes. 19 points, 12 rebounds, 8 assists, 5 blocks, a steal, 8 of 19 from the field, 3 of 8 from 3. Another one, you're just starved of Scotty Barnes. You're just wondering, why can't Scotty do this every night? The 3 of 8 from 3 is great, but the aggression he showed to get good looks down low at the rim was awesome. Murray Boyles, phenomenal. I mean, what a game out of the rookie. The Raptors took him 9th overall. They said he was the best player available. People question why they didn't go for a center when they need a center. They do need a center, but they also need talented players. Murray Boyles looking like that. 15 points. 9 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 steals, 7 of 14 from the field. Always making the right plays. High IQ player, reads the game really well. Good defender, tasked in the starting lineup, defending a lot against Jaren Jackson Jr. I think did well in that. I know Jaren Jackson Jr. had 20 points. He was 8 of 15. But I think Murray Boyles managed those minutes quite well. IQ still not at his best, and we need more out of him. He was better in the second half. 2 of 4 from 3, 9 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. Again, we need better from him, but good enough alongside the other starters here. Jamal Shea with 9 off the bench looked good. Really like the minutes we get with him with the starters as well when we can. Grady Dick, a more positive night from him. 8 points, 1 of 4 from 3. Still asking for a little bit more. My only gripe with this game, really, I'm a little confused as to the lack of play time for Jamison Battle. Like, Grady Dick was fine. Jacoby Walter, no points in 11 minutes. Like, Jamison Battle went 6 of 6 from 3 and 7 of 7 from the field 2 nights ago. I mean, what does a guy have to do to get minutes here? Didn't really make a difference in the end because the Raptors won, but just something that was a little bit curious there. Overall, a bit of sloppiness to this game. The Raptors really came on in the second half, ended up shooting 50.6% from the field, but they spent most of the game around the low 40s. Memphis and 44% from the field, 31% from 3. The Raptors do a lot of their work on the offensive glass tonight, 15 offensive rebounds to the 14 of Memphis, and they needed to because they turned the ball over 16 times. So it wasn't a possession battle victory that you would normally expect out of a Raptors win. It was just more clinical finishing, and you attribute a lot of that to RJ Barrett's aggression, Scotty Barnes' aggression, shot selection, Brandon Ingram putting in some work, Murray Boyles getting to the rim often. You put a lot of it down to the Raptors getting the right shots up today. There weren't too many shots today that felt out of place, like why are we taking this? Like maybe Ingram taking a deep 2 with his heels on the line. Not great. Maybe Barnes, a couple turnarounds that he didn't need to take. But other than that, it felt like the shot selection was very, very good out of the Raptors tonight. And they need to maintain that discipline to keep this win thing going. 3-4 on the season for the team. But important to note, like, great win, great performance. They're coming through 2 wins in a row against some depleted teams to injuries. Like John Morant out suspended, a bunch of other key injuries for Memphis. There was absolutely key injuries to the Cavaliers on Friday. But like I said, all you can really do is worry about your own game, do your business. And the Raptors played well. They had a really good second half, and there's going to be a lot of good morale boost out of that, a lot of positivity that's going to come out of that hopefully they can take into the upcoming schedule, which is still remaining a little bit tough. We're going to be home to Milwaukee on Tuesday, winnable. Away to Atlanta in the NBA Cup on Friday. We've already beaten Atlanta this season, but hopefully we can do something there. Away at Philly Saturday. They've been good this season, very good, so that's a tough game. Tuesday, you got to win that one. That next Tuesday, the 11th, you got to win that one against Brooklyn. Another tough game against Cleveland after that, but then it kind of leans out a bit. A little bit more easier on the schedule. So got to fight through this tough start to the season, but they've got 3 wins out of 7 against some tough games. Like, we'll kind of take that. We'll kind of take that and we'll move. We'll take the positives and we'll go through it. I think the biggest thing that we got out of this game, effort has been called into question a little bit to start the season, rightfully so. There was a lot more effort today. Rebounding was much more of a priority. Like, there was even moments where, like, Ingram was diving for a loose ball off the rebound, but doing a great job on the offensive glass as well to generate these extra possessions for the offense. So effort was there, which was great. Shot selection was there, which was fantastic. The ball movement in the second half, man, like the flow and rhythm with this team, like Colin Murray Boyles looks like a seamless fit in with this starting 5 while Jakob Poeltl is out. Big minutes for Murray Boyles, I think, coming this season. Wow. I mean, here's a guy I thought would take a little bit of time to get adjusted to the NBA level. He looks right at home in this league, and it's looking like a very good selection out of the Raptors. The win, as Uba puts in chat for us here, the win helped a little to take the pain away, made us forget for a little bit of what nightmare transpired over the weekend. So that was definitely nice. But a couple people in the chat talk about Jamison Battle. Feels good, man. Says it's bullshit. Winner One says really excited to see Jamison Battle, but we didn't get him. It's confusing because there's a log team of players in rotation, but if you play really well like that, you earn those extra minutes. You had 20 points against Cleveland on perfect shooting. He should have been in today a little bit more, especially when the Raptors were kind of struggling from three a little bit earlier on. Like, that's a guy who can give it to you. That's a guy who can give you some defense as well. So I don't want to cherry pick for something to be negative about, but I'm just kind of wondering what he has to do or what someone would have to do to get in rotation, because it's not like Grady Dick and Jacoby Walter are pulling up trees at all for this team. But again, we'll take the positive, the win. Hopefully, good morale boost. Night off in Toronto. Use it well. Milwaukee Bucks on Tuesday. Let's do it. Thank you guys for tuning in. Appreciate it. Fun stream tonight. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did enjoy, it does go a long way to support the channel. If you do, smash that like button. And also, please make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Thanks so much, everyone. Hope you had a good weekend, as good a weekend as you could have. Hope everyone has a good week. I am back, as I am, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 5 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm back tomorrow for the Raptors Happy Hour. News, updates, chat, having fun. Hopefully see you there. Then I'm back Tuesday and Friday for Raptors games this week. Good week of content ahead. Hope to see you at one of them.